Hello everyone, welcome to part 69 of Laravel 9 series in which we are creating the multi-vendor e-commerce website. So we will continue working on the product filter and now we are going to start working on the dynamic filters. So I am going to tell you that what actually we mean with the dynamic filters. So let's go to the listing page once again, and in the men category, and you can see the men is the main category in which there are subcategories as well, t-shirt and shirts, and all the products are here. 5 products we have added so far, and you can see that we have done these filters in the last video. We able to work on these 4 filters that we are updating with Ajax. Okay, so now come to the left sidebar filters, and here you can see the size, color, brand, price, but there are more filters like fabric, material, sleeves. Okay, all these kind of filters are related to the clothing. But in the case of electronics, filters change. We will not do that kind of filters for electronics. Like fabric, there is no meaning of fabrics in electronics, so the filters vary from section to section. Okay, in electronics there are other filters, like mobile filters are there, like operating system, ram, or some other filters like Amazon used to do. I'm going to show you the Amazon once again. Like if you will search any mobile, and you will go like this one, Redmi Note 11 mobile that we have already added in our website, and you can go here. I will go to some related mobile and accessories because I want to have the listing page to see here the filters at the left side bar. And still I will go to here, this one, smartphones and basic mobiles. And now see the filters here at the left side bar, like screen size, like battery capacity, okay, sim card size, display type. Okay, so all these filters are we are going to see at operating system. Okay, so these all filters are related to the mobiles. Okay, and if you will go to the clothing, like if I am going to search for some shirt here, then the filters change. Here for the shirt there are some other filters, apparel, you can see occasion. Okay, so these filters don't come there for mobiles. So we need to have the dynamic filters, so that we are going to do in this series, in multi-vendor e-commerce series, that we have not done so far. And this is the rare feature because it is bit complex, but once you make this feature, then I think you can do anything in e-commerce website. This is the most important and most unique feature that every e-commerce website must have. So one of my friend is saying that do we add electronics products here, do we add mobiles here, but the filters are not specific to mobiles. So yes, we can add any product here, like mobiles, like televisions, air conditioners, any product, and we can add our own filters. So don't worry about those things. We will add our own filters dynamically from the admin panel. We will add the option, we will give the option to the admin as well as the vendors to add the filter of their own. They can add the size filter, they can add the color, they can add the brand, any kind of filter they can add as per their own requirement, as per their own categories. Okay, so once again I want to show you, I want to tell you once again that what we are going to do in the next few videos, we are going to make the product filters dynamic. Okay, and for clothing our filters vary for clothing and for mobiles. Okay, for mobiles or for electronics, for mobiles, like for clothing we are going to add the filters like fabric. Okay, fabrics is the filter for mobile. See, fabrics and another material, or see in case of t-shirts, we are going to add filters like sleeves. So it varies from category to category. Okay, and in mobiles, in case of mobiles, we are going to add the filter like operating system, we are going to add this filter. And we are going to add the filter like ram, like storage, or whatever it is, uh, screen size. Okay, so these are the filters that we're going to add for the mobiles, and these are the filters we are going to add for the t-shirts for the men. Okay, t-shirts. Okay, so it varies from section to section. For clothing, the different filters; for mobiles, the different filter. And we will give this option, like for clothing for men we can add the separate filters, for women we can add the separate. We will give option to all the categories. Okay, so we can add one filter to the multiple categories, so we will give it full flexibility. Okay, so let's start. And In this video we are going to create two tables that we require. And we require two tables. I am going to show you what tables we are going to require, in which we are going to manage all these dynamic filters. And these tables, we are going to name these tables like for managing the for managing uh, uh, those filter columns. One is the filter columns. And for this one, we are going to make the table like product underscore filters, products underscore filters. In this one we are going to have columns like id, cat IDs also. We are going to store all the categories IDs for which specific filter is there. Okay, and filter name. Okay, and filter column, and status, then filter at and update at. Okay, so the cat IDs vary from filter to filter. Like if we will add the filter name as fabric, so fabric belongs to the clothing filter only. Its value, see, name we are going to make like fabric, and its column we are going to make it like the fabric, and status 1. And the cat IDs we are going to see like in the categories, or we can check in the here also. Like we want this filter for men, women, 1 2 3, for all these three. And after that 6, 7 and 8, 1 2 3 6 7 and 8, we want this filter for these categories. So we are going to add 1 2 3 6 7 8, and this we are going to dynamically manage. Don't worry about this thing. This thing will come from the form. Okay, there is the form that select category. You can select the multiple categories from there, so don't worry about this thing. Okay, so we are going to manage it like this. Okay, so this is the product filters table, and one is the product that is the product filters value. Okay, for managing, see, I'm going to write it here. Okay, so for managing filter values, now we want to add the filter values in these filters, and for that we will make one more table that will be called as products underscore filters underscore values. So two tables we are going to create, and in this one we are going to have id, filter id we will pick from here. Okay, and filter value, and that is enough. Create update. Okay, that automatically comes. Now see, now we have added the fabric filter, so its id is 1, so we are going to make it as 1, and we are going to add its value like something cotton. Okay, so we will do like this. Then the next one, 2 id, this is the auto increment id. Okay, and this is the filter id. One more value we want to add in the fabric, so it will be 1, and the value will be polyester. Okay, like this. So see, if it is not clear, we are going to add it dynamically. We are going to do this right now. We are going to create this table right now with migration, and we'll add some dummy data with shader. You will come to know when we will do practically work on this one. Okay, so let's start. Creating these two tables, and we're going to create with the migration command. Here is our ecom9 folder, my product folder, new terminal folder. Okay, like this. If you are with Windows, that you know that how to run your migration command. Okay, so first I want to create the migration file for creating the products filters table. Artisan make migration, create products filters table. Okay, so we will open this file here, create products filters table. Okay, so we are going to specify the columns that I mentioned earlier. First column is the string column, that is the varchar cat IDs, in which we will add all the IDs that we want. The next one, we are going to manage it as string once again, and that is for the filter name. See, whatever the name of the filter, like fabric, then the filter name will be fabric. Then filter column, the column that we want to add in the database. Okay, and after that status, we require the status, and tiny integer we are going to have for the status 1 or 0. Okay, timestamps, it is created and updated automatically get created. So these are the columns that we want for our products underscore filters table. We will run the php artisan migrate command to create this table. Okay, so our table has been created. Let's see. We will check in ecom9 folder and see products filters table has been created with all the required columns. Okay, so let's create the another table. See, this table will only manage the filter names, so we don't want to make it too much complex, so that's why we have just required two tables. One is for just taking the filter names, filter columns, and the next one that will take the values of the filters, values of those filters. Okay, so this is the best possible way to manage this task, and very easy. If you are not clear, then watch this video again and again to get it sorted. Okay, so next one, we are going to create one more table now for values, for filter values. php artisan make migration, create products filters values table. Okay, so this table is create underscore products underscore filters underscore values table. Okay, so this is the migration file. From the migration file, we are going to create the table as well. Create products filters values table, and in this one we are going to add some of the columns that we want, like filter ID filter value table. First one is the integer. We require integer filter ID that we will have from the filters product underscore filters table. Okay, like I have mentioned earlier, like if we will add the cotton filter column, then its ID will be 1. So its value, for its value we will take the string. Its value can be any value. We will take as varchar 255. String is for varchar 255, so we will mention it like filter underscore value. Okay, so rest of the column, yeah, one more, that is the status. Sometimes you want to disable any of the filter value, that you can do. Same we have done with the filter column as well. Sometimes you want to disable the filter column, then you can easily disable from the front end. Okay, so these filters are helpful at the front end detail page as well. You can mention it anywhere. These filters, if you will open the detail page later on, these you can mention anywhere these filters, operating system is this one, like this one. In case of mobile, here fabric is this one. Okay, fit type is this one. So these filter we can mention in detail page as well, we can mention in listing page as well, like I have shown you here as well, left side bar as well. So this are really important for any e-commerce website, and this is the multi-vendor e-commerce website. So the importance now, it is prior importance, give it to the prior importance. Okay, so now we will run the php artisan migrate command to create this table as well. See, this one has been created as well. We are going to check this one, product underscore filters value table has been created as well with all required columns. Okay, so now we are going to add some dummy values like I have mentioned earlier in both tables. But first we are going to add dummy values in product underscore filters column because it will make our task easy. You will come to know the flow. Okay, so first we are going to enter some of the dummy values here in product underscore filters table. Okay, so for that I'm going to create one seeder file, php artisan make seeder filters table seeder. We can simply create the file like this, filters table seeder, in which we am going to open the file filters table seeder. Now see, don't forget to add the model. Okay, so controller and model files are required, so we need to create those files now. Okay, because without those files we can't do anything. So that products filter model and that products value filter model is required, and also the controller file is required, that we will keep in our admin for now. Okay, so right now I'm going to create these two model files. I'm going to mention here php artisan make model for this one products filters table. Okay, so model name we are going to mention it like products filter. Okay, model is always singular, products filter. Okay, first one is the plural, start with the caps, products filter. Okay, cap so now it's fine. And the next one is products filters value for products underscore filter underscore values table. These two models are required so that we can also add while inserting data into them by seeder. Now we can add this model here, use app models products filter. Okay, so here we will add some dummy records. I will mention here like this, dollar filter records, in which we are going to add here id, one cat IDs like I have mentioned earlier. There are 5-6 IDs we want to add in this column. If the filter, we are going to add the fabric filter. Okay, so there are some IDs like I have mentioned earlier. Sorry, no, this one here. Okay, see, I mentioned earlier 1 2 3 6 7 8. Okay, 1 2 3 6 7 8. Don't worry, these we are going to select from admin panel dynamically. Everything will happen dynamically. Just we are adding the data right now with seeder, but later on you just require to update from admin panel. Okay, so the next one is the filter name. Now filter column, filter column we always give in single word and in small letters. like here only fabric is required, otherwise if there are two words then we can use the underscore as well. The status. Okay, I think fine. One more. So we will add one more filter, that for the electronic, for the mobile, and for mobile we are going to check the category for mobile. It will come for electronic and for mobile as well. So we will mention here smartphone. See this one, mobile smartphone, 4 and 5th, 4 and 5th. Okay, and this one we are going to make it operating system like this, or RAM, anything. Okay, operating system is the filter column, filter name, or we can simply here we'll add RAM. Okay, filter name is RAM, and here we will mention the filter column as RAM. RAM is like 4 GB, 8 GB. Okay, 2 GB, 4 GB, 6 GB, 8 GB, like this. Okay, so RAM is the memory for the mobile. Okay, so these are the records we want to insert with cdr command. Here we will mention it products filter, insert color filter records. Now we are going to add this filters table cdr in that database cdr file. Here we will comment this one, and we'll add one more, uncomment this one, and we'll give this one, we will call this one, so that we can add files in this. Okay, so now we are going to run once again econ9 php artisan db seed command, php artisan db seed, so that see, it's wrong, db seed. So there is some issue, syntax error. So here is the issue. Okay, look at this issue here. Okay, now it seems to be fine. We are going to run the command once again, php artisan db seed. Now it's done. We can check the record has been added. Okay, you can see the required columns, required fabric, and both RAM has been updated. Okay, so now we are going to add the values in product filters values for these filters. Okay, so for that we are going to create the another cdr file. Okay, so that we can add the values for the filters. php artisan make cdr filters values table cdr. Okay, so we will open this file, filters values tables cdr. Okay, so we will include here model, use app models products filters value. Now we are going to add the records here, dollar filter value records. Okay, so here we are going to add all the records like id, filter id, yes, one also, and filter value like I mentioned earlier. Filter value for filter 1 is that filter 1 is the fabric, so its value we are going to add the cotton. Status is 1. Okay, so two more we are going to add. Filter id 2, filter id 1, one more we are going to add. We are going to add the blister. Okay, so now 3 filter id for filter id 2. Now 2 is RAM. For RAM we are going to add 4 GB RAM. Okay, like this, and one more we are going to add like 8 GB RAM. Okay, for 2, that is RAM. Okay, so now it seems to be fine, and now we finally going to add these record in products filtered value table model. Okay, insert these records, dollar filter value records. So same we are going to add here in database table seeder. Now we are going to call this one. We'll command the earlier one, filter values table seeder we are going to call here, and now we are going to run that once again php artisan db seed, and this time again some issue has come, and we are going to check duplicate entry 3. Okay, so see, it tells whenever we make some error, then it tells us in advance so that we can resolve it. So now see, now it has been created filter value table seeder database seeding completed successfully, and we are going to check whether the values have come up in the filter values, and you can see cotton blister 4 GB and 8 GB. These two are for the filter id 1. Filter id 1 is for the product filter. You can check its filter id 1. Filter id 1 means it's fabric, and fabric values we have added cotton and blister, and for RAM values we have added, that is having id 2. You can see it's 2 id, and we have added the 4 GB RAM and 8 GB RAM. Okay, so I think it is much clear to you. Like this we can add the dynamic filters, but we are going to manage this all from the admin panel itself. So in the next video we are going to show these filters, these filters columns as well as its values in the admin panel. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. After that we are going to add these from the admin as well. You can add the filtered columns and values as per your own choice. Okay, as per the categories, as per the section, as per your own choice, as per your own requirement. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.